Hello everyone, good afternoon. We are Group 8 and we will be presenting the result of our statistic and probability final project, which focuses on the commute time of students from their residence campus. Next slide. And our group consists of Muhammad Ismail Faruqi, Daniel Gabriel Hasangapon Sipahutar, Muhammad Reza, and myself, Syafiq Aqil Humaid.
Okay, now we have the data for our project. We wanted to see if the average time for UE student to go to UE is less than 30 minutes. So we use Google Form to make a survey with a price of 100,000 rupiah so that student would be more likely to participate. After getting a sample size of 31, we calculated that the mean and the standard deviation. Then we decided that the critical value should be 0.1. Next slide.
And over here, we have the calculation aspect of the survey. Since our hypothesis is that the time for students to travel to UE is less than 30 minutes, our null hypothesis will be that the time for students to travel to UE will be greater than or equal to 30 minutes. With that in mind, we found out a t-value by using the equation on the right over here. T is equal to x minus mu over s over root of n, in which x is the new mean minus mu, which is the expected mean, divided by s, which is the standard deviation over the root of sample size. And we saw that our t-value was around 1.06779. Afterwards, all we need to do now is to see if we can reject or accept the null hypothesis. By entering the critical value into a t-table, we found that the critical value to be 1.31. Although, since the graph is a left tail test, since we mentioned that the time for students to travel to UE is less than 30 minutes, the value will be minus 1.31. Therefore, since our t-value is greater than the critical value, over here we have a graph to show that, we can safely say that in the 10% significance level, because it's 0.1, there is not enough evidence to reject our null hypothesis.
Based on the research data, we can conclude several things. One, we created a hypothesis that the average time for student to travel to UI is less than 30 minutes. Two, the mean time for student to travel to UI is 35.64516, while the standard deviation is 29.43529. Three, the null hypothesis is that the mean is greater than or equal to 30, while the alternative hypothesis is that the mean is less than 30. 4. The t-value is 1.06779, while the rejection region is minus 1.310. Therefore, the null hypothesis is valid and our hypothesis is refuted. 5. This makes sense since the mean of 35.64516 is greater than 30. 6. At the 10% significance level, there is insufficient evidence to reject the null hypothesis.
Thank you for watching our video.
Here.